Okay, let's get started. I'm Zen, and this is Miao Mya. I was thinking that I just realized I'm going to have to do a little creative role-playing in order to get Miao Mya back to Auradon. Normally, since I'm a Khajiit, that would be the big city that I go to first, would be Volkelgard in Auradon, because that's in the Aldmeri Dominion. But I'm playing Miao Mya in the Daggerfall Covenant, which is totally different. So all of the stuff that happens for the main quest with the Prophet is in Volkelgard in Auradon. So I'm going to have to get her back there in order to trigger that. So at some point, after I've cleaned up a couple of things that I'm in the middle of right now in Daggerfall, I'm going to have her get to Auradon instead, so that we can do some of the main quest. But for now, when we last left Miao Mya, she had just found Swineherd Richton's. Is it Richton? I don't remember. Swineherd Wickton. We just found his pig and his pig Glutton, so now we're going to report back to him and make sure that Glutton is safe. So I had to put my helmet on because it is raining. Oh, look at that. Just as I say that, the sun comes out. So I think I will take my helmet off. There we go. I think I see Swineherd Wickton in the distance here. Oh, and that is Glutton. Look, he made it. He made it back. Hello, Swineherd.
You found him! You found my wonderful little Glutton!
Your pig was in an alley chewing on a strange vine.
I bet Lafont was hiding him there until he could turn poor Glutton into ribs and chops. But now I've got my prized pig back.
I don't think Lafont had anything to do with it, and I've seen vines like that before.
Lafont's guilty of something, I'm sure of it. But what do I care about strange vines? Talk to Jagush over by the Mages Guild if you're so interested. He knows his plans. Sold me some herbs one time when Glutton ate something that upset his tummy.
I'll ask Jagush about the vines.
What?
And you're welcome for getting your pig back, Swineherd Wickton. Hello, Glutton. Oh, I can talk to him. The pig pauses eating long enough to look up at you with tender affection before going back to its meal. Oh, I'm so glad. So glad Glutton is home safe. Well, we will leave you in the hands of your somewhat overprotective Swineherd. And I believe the next thing that we had to do was alert someone to the presence of spies hiding in some crates that were being delivered down by the docks. So that is where I am going to head right now and go to the docks. I believe it is this Sasana at Abbas. And she is below. These are not the docks that we landed at with the spearhead. So look at all these grand ships. And these docks are a lot bigger. The other one was, I believe, I always get confused, somewhere south where we first entered the city, and this is the opposite side now, since we are basically heading north. Where is this Sasana? Oh, is she up here? Not at the docks at all, but somewhere around here. Oh, I think I see, perhaps in this warehouse. There she is. Excuse me,
Unless this is about cargo, I can't talk right now. I'm extremely busy.
Captain Arison sent me. The king is in danger.
The assassins are in my port. Find these snakes and kill them, but do it quietly. I don't want to start a panic. I'll alert the guards. If any of these conspirators get past you, we'll cut them down.
All right. So with a little help from the guards, hopefully we will safeguard the king. Let's see, I must search the ship. Search for Varric and his assassins below. Alright, I think I will actually hurry a little bit because I do not want to miss the opportunity to foil these spies. All of the guards are so combative, they always question me every time I pass them.
My time is precious.
Yes, I realize that. I am not bothering anyone. Alright, here we are. There are lots of ships. We will search down here first. Just stroll casually along. We do not want to attract attention, frighten people. Right. Here we go. This one.
You're too late. Varric's already on his way to the castle. Your king is already...
Oh my goodness, was that the only one? Varric is on his way to the castle. Except I am feeling strangely drawn to this ship. I feel that the prophet may have a message for me. The king and his assassins will have to wait. Is it you, Azufa?
It's not a good day to travel, but travel we must.
Can you take me to another alliance?
Of course.
Oridon in Aldmeri Dominion? I suppose so. That was quick. And a quick, somewhat magical boat ride later, here I am. In Volko Guard, and I feel that the prophet is trying to contact me. I am being led here. Perhaps it is my soul that calls to me. I do want to get my soul back. The prophet said he was in a place that smelled like eternal spring. This place smells very good. I think, yes, look. Here it is, he said. A place by the sea. What is this place? I still feel that pull. It is beautiful, this cave. The water so clear.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
That is the prophet, I hear him. I am coming.
Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for.
How did you find it?
Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it.
When you first appeared to me in Coldharbour, you spoke of my destiny.
Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past.
A history lesson?
Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment.
Well, I have some experience with that.
Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
I was granted visions on Betnik. Oh no. Is this where my terrible prison was?
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
It must be the scroll.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does that have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions.
Who are the Five Companions?
The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn could ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City.
Who was this leader?
Baron Aquilarius, the son of a Colobian duke, who led a rebellion against the Emperor Leovic and took the crown himself. Alas, Baron was not truly a Dragonborn, as those who sit upon the ruby throne must be, in accordance with tradition.
Go on.
You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abnathan, a powerful sorcerer, and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragonfires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner.
I remember him.
These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How could the Amulet of Kings turn Varen into one of the Dragonborn?
Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragonfires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Varen want to be Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
Tell me about the other companions.
Each of the 5 companions were chosen for their skill and courage, and each was given a special role to perform in the party. Who would you like to know more about?
Tell me about Lyris Titanborn.
You've already met Lyris. She's a Nord warrior from the frozen lands of Skyrim to the north, and it is said that her family lineage contains the blood of giants. Varen chose her for her strength and her loyalty to be his personal bodyguard.
She was a formidable fighter. Tell me about Sai Sahan.
Sai Sahan came from a long line of Red Guard Swordmaster nobles. He was the leader of the Dragon Guard, the security detail of Varen and the Elder Council. While Lyris was Varen's bodyguard, Sai was charged with protecting the entire group.
Tell me about Abner Tharn.
The Tharns are one of the most influential families in Cyrodiil. Abner, their patriarch, is the leader of the Elder Council, a powerful battle mage and a shrewd politician. With his council, Varen was able to seize the Imperial throne years before.
I've heard enough about these 3. What about Manamako?
Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness.
What happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alesia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Nane Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nan and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nan. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
What happened next?
Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nan was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nan from their hosts.
What happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Lyris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Coldharbour, the realm of Moloch Baal.
What about Abnor Tharn and Manimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult.
How did you end up in Coldharbour?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Coldharbour, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
They saw you as a threat.
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nan's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired. Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nan into the depths of Coldharbour. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity.
I remember seeing one of these in the prison.
And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, I'm ready to go back.
As you say.
Oh, it's a relief to be out of there again.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
You've given me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone.
So, what's our next move?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris Titanborn.
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Coldharbour. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
What should I do in the meantime?
Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
I'll do what I can.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Bistridge.
I will, Prophet. You rest. Well, that was quite a tale. First, I would like to look at the ring he gave me. It is quite a bit more magical than the ones I have right now, but I do not know if I want to put it on yet. I will decide later. And now I must make my way back to Daggerfall. So that I can help the king. I hope nothing has happened while I was away. I will hurry. Oh, look at this though. It is a beautiful place. The beach and all these flowering trees. Oh, it is happening. I believe I am traveling back. Without even having to go to the ship.
The time is now. Seek me by the sea outside Vokelgard. Hurry.
I cannot do that yet. I have to save the king. Oh, the prophet will have to wait. What is it about the rosy lion that allowed me to travel back here? I must have bonded with the place somehow. Oh, now, who do I have to speak to? About the king's assassins. Jagush. What about the swine thief? Am I supposed to do something else with them? Prize pig. Oh, that's right. Okay, so Zagush is the one I should speak to about the vines. And I must go to the castle right now.
I can't promise I'll remember any.
Save the king from the assassins.
Werewolves? Well, that's certainly more interesting than wild dogs, but a lot more dangerous too. I think I'm going to avoid that area.
He's got that right. Werewolves are nothing to sneeze
When
at.
you visit the shops and markets, be sure to tell them the Daggerfall guard sent you.
I get to go to this castle.
In the
See
name
it up
of the king.
close. That's right, in the name of the king. I wonder if they will let me in. They are not stopping me. Where is the king? Where are you, your majesty?
I will not. The dragon does not flee its lair.
They're coming for you. Wait, what was that?
Death to the king.
Get the king out of here.
Go around!
Come with me, your majesty. Where are we going?
Now! To the side! What do we have here? A lizard with a crown? No one will stand in Engolf's way.
It is Varric.
To the side! Go round! Flank, now!
You will not hurt the king.
Head upstairs and protect the king! Good riddance. Captain, this isn't easy for me to say, but I want to apologize for ignoring your warnings.
It was nothing, my king. I apologize if I was impertinent in my duty.
Not at all, Arisen. Rise, please. In service to Daggerfall, our friend here is to have any support the Watch or the Knights can provide.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can to help find Engolf and determine his motives. All of Daggerfall stands behind our hero.
It would seem that the captain's concern for me was well-founded. You saved me from this assassin's blade, as well as from my own foolishness this day.
I did what I could.
Indeed. The body on my floor proves that. Who was this man who came to kill me? What did he want?
The assassin was Varric, but he worked for someone named Engolf.
Engolf? I've heard this name whispered by my agents. The royal spy master reports of unrest across my kingdom, stirred into a froth by this Engolf. But that's all we know.
They wanted to create chaos by assassinating you.
Creating chaos is a method, not a goal. It's a means, not an end. There's more going on here than chaos for its own sake. We must get to the bottom of this.
Is there anything I can do?
Oh yes, my friend. I hereby grant you special dispensation to investigate the villain Engolf in my name. But you must keep this quiet, for we don't want to tip our hand. I shall never forget your service this day, however.
Thank you, Your Majesty. It was my honor.
You did a great thing this day. If you need anything, you can always find me here.
All right, Captain Arisen, I will remember that. I will take my leave. Now, before I continue looking for the Bloodthorn cult, I must take a moment and look at the things I have learned. A moment to absorb. Oh, look, the guards. They are tired from their fight. I hope the king will let them go and get some healing or something. They do not look like they're in very good shape. So let us see what the weather is outside. If it is good, I will stand and look at the things the king gave me. Not that good. It is raining. But I do not want to stay in the castle, so let us see if there is a place I can go. One of the towers, perhaps? Ah, the North Tower. I will go in here. Nice and quiet. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at my stuff here. I got, ooh, a two-handed sword. Yes, all right. Now, I had my crafter make me some sets. And that was at level 12. I'm level 13. So I don't really want to change my weapon yet. But just in case I start collecting this set, let's see, Magicka. Weapon and spell damage. Magicka, Magicka, Magicka. I'm not really that interested in that set. So I don't think I will lock that. But my rings are pretty low level, so I think maybe I will sacrifice that 1027 health and put on the ring the prophet gave me because it's just so much better. So we still get the reduce spell cost, but now I also have a higher level ring. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I also got some spell points from those quests. Anything else here that I really need to get rid of? Ah, I got a good glyph of health. These are all... Nope, I don't want a health one. I did stamina and magicka on my armor because those are the two things that I'm using. Did I get any skill points? No. Okay, so I've got two... did I get any attribute points is what I meant. I got 2 skill points. And I know I was looking at something... For the two-handed, was it? Let's see, what do they want me to get? They want me to get Nova. But I still don't have the second skill line, so I really don't want to do that yet. Let's see what this does. Reduces stamina cost of the two-handed abilities. That's good. I always like the passives. Let's see what these can morph into. Okay, so that's the area of effect. And this is... deals more damage according to distance. Okay, still not that excited about either of those. I'm not using the uppercut right now. Off balance, empower and major berserk. Those are pretty good, but right now I'm using the cleave, so I think I'm just going to leave those. So let's see what I've got for the class abilities. Got the solar flare, which would also give me some buffs. So really not much. What does Breath of Life do? Heals a second target. But I'm not traveling with anybody, so let's see, is there a racial one open? No. Anything in the soul magic that I want to do? No. Improved hiding reduces the cost of sneak. I do like that. Maybe I should just bank these points for when I do get the second. Well, I'm definitely going to do the two-handed passive. Let's do that. And then I'll just save that 1 point Or I guess I could just, so I can see what they recommend after I do Nova. Do I want Nova? Call down Fragment of the Sun. Oh yeah, actually, Nova's pretty good. Because it does that major maim thing. Alright, so I'll do that. Let's just get it, because that's what they're saying. Prism 1 is down here. And Piercing Spear is up here. Which will increase my damage done. Okay. So that's good enough for that. Now, how am I doing on bag space here? I'm doing pretty good. I don't really need to do any moving of things, so I think that's it for now. All right, and
For the Knights of the King!
It stopped raining. Look at that. Good. So now, it would seem our investigations are centering on this Angoff person. And I would like to get some more information about the plants. The crazy plants. And they have thorns, so they probably have something to do with the Bloodthorn cult. Just like the thorns that were coming out of the people, the zombies that they were creating. Now, which way is the Mage's Guild? It is down to the left. Well, I am in good with the king now. That is good. Perhaps he will trust me if I must protect him again.
In the name of the king.
And if I get into any trouble with the guard. I do not plan on it, but, you know, sometimes you do things you do not know are going to cause trouble. So, where is this Jagush? Is this him in the corner? Yes, it is. It looks like he is doing some gardening.
Fool! Your interference will not be tolerated.
Who is he talking to? Not me. I'm just minding my own business.
If you have anything suspicious to report, talk to Captain Arison or Lieutenant Dubois.
Thank you, random guard. I knew that already.
Ah, someone new to talk to. Are you here for something specific or just to say hello?
Wigton said you might know something about a strange, thorny vine.
A strange vine? Unusually thick and covered in thorns? In the city?
Yes.
Son of a troll! I've seen such vines to the north. They're connected to the Bloodthorn cult. A clear indication that the cult is corrupting the land.
Oh dear.
Be wary of those vines. Wherever they appear, the Bloodthorn cult isn't far behind.
I have some questions about these vines.
Well, don't dawdle. Ask your questions. I don't have all day.
Tell me more about the vines.
Angoff and the Bloodthorn cult use them for some foul purpose. If you see the vines, that usually means the cult is active in the area. The vines spread an evil poison through the soil. It's a hateful substance that kills everything it touches.
That does not sound good. Tell me more about the Bloodthorn cult.
They're death mages led by the cursed Reachman Angoff, the Gravesinger. I heard they were causing trouble north of Glenumbra. They must be getting bolder if they're operating in Daggerfall.
Who's Angoff, the Gravesinger?
Angoff's a Reachman, one of those magic-cursed savages from the border of Bangkorai. But he's more than that. He's a necromancer. They call him Gravesinger because he made a deal with the Daedric prince, Molag Bal.
A necromancer. Well, that is why they were raising the dead on Betnik. Well, we will have to do some more searching for this Engolf. First, I think, though, I would like to visit the Mages Guild. It is a connection that may come in handy.
But if I formed the lattice clockwise... Oh, no, that would cause an enormous explosion. Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with?
I'd like to know more about the guild.
Oh, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join.
And finally, someone who does not think I don't read because I'm a Khajiit. Let's talk about the Mages Guild.
Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased.
What can you tell me about the guild?
We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes.
Who leads the guild?
Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger the Artificer to ensure our future success.
What do I get in return?
We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself.
You said that the guild does not care about the war. You're not affiliated with the Daggerfall Covenant?
We're neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us in Daggerfall follow the Lion Banner, when we're on guild business, we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls.
That appeals to me, since I am displaced, as you can see. I'm ready to join the Mages Guild.
Excellent! Allow me to welcome you as a student of the guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back of the hall and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
Thank you. I will find this Velast.
Quality and variety. Come see for yourself.
This place appeals to me as well. Look at all the books. It is nice and warm. Protected from the rain outside. Wonder what this is. How long is that? Oh, that is too long to read right now. Perhaps later. Hello, has anyone seen Velast? Let us talk to some of these mages. Oh, they do not want to talk. They're too busy studying. That is something I could get used to. How about you?
I can't decide what I want to read next. Should I go with something scholarly, such as Glenumbra's People? Or am I in the mood for something a little lighter? Perhaps Lady Veronica's Best Friend. Decisions.
Yes, these are the kind of decisions I would like to make. Ah, well. I do not see Velast here. Perhaps she is upstairs.
Best prices here.
Yes, I could definitely get used to this place. No bookshelf. Well, let us see. The Reality of Spirits. The Reality of Spirits by Fellarico, scholar of intriguing mysteries of unusual origins. Our world is strange, but it's also fascinating. Some people conjure fire from their fingertips. Others lift large objects using just the power of their minds. Is it so far-fetched to think that people infused with magical in life could not find a way to step through the barriers of death? That they could sustain their essences and remain capable of communicating with those of us still possessed of life's sweet kiss? Yet my studies indicate that as life fades from our bodies upon death, so too should the magica depart with our last breath. But we know spirits exist. I have personally encountered more than one haunting stare through the course of my research. I have seen desperate, ghostly eyes full of fear and longing for help. It's almost as if some memory of life still lingered in the spirit form. What if we could communicate with these spirits? What if we could call them to us to ask them why they still haunt a house or a gravesite or a battlefield? I believe I might have found a way to speak to those who have passed on. Perhaps we can finally learn if the dead are truly dead. I intend to learn these secrets. I intend to speak to a spirit and discover what that spirit truly is. Watch for my next book on this subject, Life After Death, Incredible Secrets Revealed. Oh. That is very intriguing.
Prices have never been better.
Particularly since I am dealing with necromancers. I could spend all day looking at these books.
Have you ever noticed you just can't find a specific book when you really need it? Guess I'll just have to keep looking.
Yes, the problems I wish I had. Still no Velast. I thought Nemark said Velast was somewhere here. Let me look at the map. Oh, or do I need to go to the Mages Guild? In Oridan. Alright, here I am. At the Mages Guild. Let us see if Velast is here. Are you here, Velast? Can I speak to you? Oh, there she is. So, there are certain things that draw me back.
Yes,
to my
that's
homeland.
just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent. Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you.
What can I do for you?
New members of the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me.
Where is this?
To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find.
I'll return as soon as I can.
The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
What's your role in the Mages Guild?
I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept.
How did you learn about these books?
We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes.
I thought the guild was neutral in the war.
We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the eyes of the Queen notice something.
Eyes of the Queen?
The intelligence arm of the Aldmeri Dominion. Personally loyal to Her Majesty Queen Irene. My understanding is that many of their members used to adventure with Her Highness during her wild days.
What's in these books?
I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
Sounds interesting. So I wonder what kind of book I am looking for in this Ondil place. And now I get to see some of
the system of
Oridan as well.
inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower.
I thought she was going to do a little show or something. It is just a class. Well, I think I will do this Ondil exploration, find the book, and then perhaps when I come back I can go and see the prophet at the harborage, since my work in Daggerfall is not so urgent right now. I think perhaps I will go back to the harborage then. I will have to do some research to find out where Ondil is. But while I am here, I will speak to the prophet again.
That's fine. I'm sure I can find someone who will meet my price over in Skywatch.
These people are very talkative here. It seems someone is always trying to get this one's attention. I am coming, prophet. Just as many strange and beautiful people here as in Daggerfall. Look at them all. Are they all here to help the prophet? Alright, I am back here at the harborage, ready to help the prophet. I wonder what news he has. Do you hear me coming again, prophet? He did his work quickly. Here I am.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure.
Why do you speak in riddles, prophet?
Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Coldharbour.
Is she safe?
She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly.
Oh, I must go back. Such a scary place. Oh well, open the gate. I'll rescue Lyris.
Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you.
What happened to Lyris after we escaped Coldharbour?
After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy.
How do you know this?
The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor.
What do you mean?
We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time.
Isn't that dangerous?
It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Coldharbour without this distraction. It is Molag Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
Be careful. All right, Lyris. You rescued me. Now I will rescue you. Oh, I am back here. Oh, but they have patterns for things to make. That is good. I guess these ghouls are not going to bother me. What are they looking at? Nothing. I thought perhaps plans or something, but they are just staring at the table. Ah, well, he is perhaps reading a book of some kind. I feel the despair of this place weighing on me. I'll try to get out as quickly as I can. There she is. Lyris.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick?
It's me. The Prophet sent me to find you.
Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here.
I'm not leaving without you.
You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave.
What do you mean?
It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry.
Then we'll retrieve them.
I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them.
We'll face them together. Come on.
I'll do my best. Lead on.
That's the spirit. Alright, we want to enter the foundry. We will just walk quietly and inconspicuously and hopefully... Oh no! Ah yes, the team of Miao Mya and Lyris. Stop hurting them. I'm getting very tired of this Tremora. Look at these poor devils.
These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore.
We will free them. Come on, Lyris. Almost there. Take that. You are still with me, yes? Yes, you are.
This can't be. It looks like my childhood home and
My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant, cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Her mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
That is what you think.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you?
I'm here to help Lyris. Who are you?
In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end.
They're using you to keep Lyris shackled to Coldharbour.
I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here?
She blames herself for your death.
Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This started out as a nightmare, but now everything's different. I never thought I'd get the chance to tell my father how I felt. It's like a weight has been lifted. We should keep moving.
It is good that you have been able to have closure with your father.
This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
You can say that again. I can feel it. What is this place? I am being drawn to this box here. What was it? I don't know where she went either. Well, I will keep looking.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50?
Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Uh-oh. I've been spotted.
She's all alone.
No, she is not.
No one wants her. Leave her to suffer!
What about you, Galenius? You are not alone, Lyris. They said they put pieces in the footlockers. Here.
Did you find something?
I believe this armor belongs to you.
I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws.
Suit up. I'll wait.
Excellent. I'm ready.
Look at you.
It's good to be back in my armor again.
You look good, Lyris. Alright, we will leave this bad memory behind. On to the next Lyris issue. The paths of toil. That does not sound
What's
good.
your step? All the mining has made these tunnels unstable.
Right, I'll be careful. Oh. Oh, I ran right into it. Alright. We are okay again. Lyris, you should have waited. Uh-oh. Lots of Dremora. Do you feel good? That's right, Dremora. We are coming for you. They are no match for us, Lyris. We'll have you out of here in no time. So bleak and desolate.
Abnerthorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Coldharbour will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe.
Well, let's go get it. Uh-oh. What is that? Dead. Come on, Lyris, get your axe.
Oh, it's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm.
Why would Tharn try to help you?
I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me.
How do you feel now?
Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself. I feel... like a warrior again.
What's next?
We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
Let's check it out.
Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now.
She is a Titan.
I almost feel like myself again.
Well, I am glad to know you. We will run through here just in case there are more cave-ins.
So many
What
Daedric
is
beasties,
that?
so little time. We need to keep moving.
Well, I suppose first we have to get him. Ogrim, I've never seen one of those before. Another one. Well, Lyris, it is good to have you back, fully armored with your weapon. Now, nothing really can stop us. This place is giving me bad memories, though. I want to leave. Prison of Echoes. What is next, Lyris? Do you know? Which way should we go?
Did you hear that? That sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris, I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan.
Are you going to be all right?
Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there.
There must be a way to find out where they're keeping him.
We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing is going to keep me from helping Sai.
Let's go. This is so much like the prison where I was. What was that? Sometimes they make sounds. It is heartbreaking. I'm getting good at that. The killing blow. Each name is more terrifying than the last. Crucible of Terror. What is in store for us, Lyris? What is that noise?
That thing. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me.
Well, let's kill it. Done it.
You did it. The voices, the whispering. It's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. I felt disconnected. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai. Then we've got a world to save.
I agree. Let us leave. This place is very frightening. Look at that. What are they making? Terrible war machines and torture devices. This Molag Bal must be stopped. I swear we will free all of you.
Lyris-chan, are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her.
She's been through a lot.
And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred.
We saw a projection of Sai Sahan. He spoke to us.
What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held?
He doesn't know. Manimarco is torturing him. He wants the Amulet of Kings.
Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
We also saw a projection of Abnotan. He tried to help Lyris.
Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser.
Sai Sahan said Manimarco wants the Amulet of Kings. Why?
As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan.
How can I help?
For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on.
One last thing. Why did Molag Bal leave Lyris any possibility of escape?
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.
Farewell, Prophet.
You pulled me from the pits of oblivion. I owe you a debt of honor, small one. And a Titanborn pays her debts.
Not so small, perhaps. What was it like in the Foundry?
It's a wretched place. A haunt of cowards, traitors, and lost souls. And Daedra. Their vile spells violated my mind. Forced me to doubt myself, to disobey my own will. They'll pay for that. And pay dearly.
What is our next course of action?
After the Soul Burst, one of the five, Sai Sahan, fled with the Amulet of Kings. According to the Prophet, it's the only object in the world that can repair the tear in the veil between Tamriel and Oblivion.
How can the amulet do that?
I'm no mage. I'm a warrior. I have no knowledge of such things. My skill is with a blade, as Manimarco will discover when I remove his head from his narrow shoulders.
Are you going to be okay?
Yes, I'll be fine, now. I know it sounds strange, but I knew you would come. I had faith in you. I still do. I hope we can be good friends.
Yes, of course. You are my friend, Lyris. Well, much as I would like to stay here, it is so cozy and warm. I must leave. There are other things happening. Perhaps I will stay for a moment, though, and take stock of what I have learned. Okay, looks like I got an attribute point. So I am going to put that into Magicka. Because I use quite a bit of that. And I have 2 skill points again. I am getting close to being able to have that second skill line. Oh, but I've opened up these. That's good. Let's look at the passives. Prism 1 is down here. Casting a Dawn's Wrath ability generates 2 ultimate. And I always cast this, so that'll help me get my ultimate, which right now is not Nova, it's this Adric Spear one, Radial Sweep. So, okay, so we've got Prism, and then we have this Sacred Ground. Let's look at Sacred Ground. Standing in my own cleansing ritual, which is this, which I don't have, and I won't have it until I get up to 30. Rune Focus or Rite of Passage. Rune Focus, Rite of Passage. Okay, so I don't have any of those. Gain minor mending, increases healing done. Okay, so I probably don't need that for a while. So let's do the Dawn's Wrath one. See what gets unlocked there. Piercing Spear, which we're not quite high enough to get that yet. That's rank 18. But the Mage's Guild skill line is opened up, and we will get Persuasive Will, because that is very, very useful. Sometimes the option to persuade someone will come up if you have Persuasive Will. You can use that and bypass some of the more annoying aspects of a quest if you want to. So that's good. I'm glad I saw that. Alright, so that's it for skills. How are we doing on bag space? Oh, I got a new piece of jewelry too. I got this ring, so now I can replace that other green low-level ring. And now my equipment is much better. I'm level 14, so all of my level 12 stuff is still pretty good. Whoops. I do need to recharge this sword, because I don't have any poisons yet. I'd like to get some poisons. But Miao Mya doesn't know how to make them yet. So... Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing I should be doing here. Immediately. I probably should eat some food since I don't have that up. So I will eat some hunter's pie since I bought it. It is only level 10, but... Oh, wait a minute. Maximum. This is better. Let's have the tarragon chicken. Ah, yum. I needed that after all of that running through terrifying oblivion. All right. I will be on my way. That felt good, rescuing Lyris. I have made a friend. I need friends too. I miss my crewmates from the Spearhead. Let us go. Take a moment in the water. Oops. I wanted to do this. Yes. Let us swim for a moment. Clean off all of the dust and the blood and the whatever strange things there were in the prison. Ah, much better. Alright, we took a quick rinse off. Put the armor back on. Now I must go back. I still do not know where this Ondil is. Oh, it's all the way up there. That is where the Mage's Guild want me to go. Enter the ruins, long lost lore. Yes. Oh, okay, so. Let us see if there is an easy way to get there. No, I have to ride. I must ride there. So we will do that. it is beautiful here. All the flowers. Very different from Glenumbra. So, the Prophet did not seem that interested in Molag Bal's motivations. I would think we would want to know. Because there are many things you can tell from the psychology. How a person thinks. I do not know if Molag Bal qualifies as a person, but
Quickly, head to the barn.
I do not know what that was about, but I do not have time. I must complete this mission for the Mage's Guild and then go back to Daggerfall. I cannot let them deal with Angolf the Gravesinger by themselves. Let's see, how far are we from the ruins? We're getting close. And then we'll find this book or books. I do not know. Something that the last wanted. I am actually excited to be looking at some kind of ancient ruin. I have to go up that way? Yes, it looks like it is up there somewhere. And we'll say goodbye again to the sun and the birds. Who is that? Oh no, that doesn't sound good. More zombies. They look different though. Is he coming after me? Yes. You do not know who you are dealing with, that is right. Run away. I was just in Coldharbour. Alright, well here I am. I am assuming this is Ondil. Yes. It is another one of these grand ruins, like the Iliad place I was in before. Listen to that. I'm sure there are fearsome creatures here. Oh, look, more adventurers. Hello. Look at all these books. These must not be the ones, though. I assume there will be some way for me to tell which ones Velas wants. Look, it is a lowly rat. A skeever, I suppose. Should not have attacked me, skeever. There's another one. And another one dead. Strange altars. Blood thrall. I wonder what that is. Oh look, this one glows blue. untold legends. As the great ships of men crawled the waves to their destinies, there were, after long years, a number of tales lost in the mists of morning. Even after the forgetting, though, wisps of story find ways to receptive ears, as even the deepest of secrets never truly dies. When fires burn and the night grows soft in... The rest of the tome is illegible due to age and wear. Well, I wonder why Velas wants something that is incomplete. Well, it looks as if there is another one down here. Yes, look. Oh, so many bookshelves. There must be much ancient knowledge here. These blood throws do not look happy. Most of these zombie-like creatures seem to be in terrible pain. I suppose it is good to release them. Here is another blue book. The Winds of Change. During the reign of Elgrir, I took notice of the various patterns in the thoughts and behaviors of a troubled populace, and undertook a humble plan to comprehend and, in the end, affect them. Being of ordered mind, I began my taxonomy in the lower classes, which divide evenly into those who... And it trails off again, look at that. That is frustrating. The sounds of battle. I will take care of one of them for them. Yes, go to your rest, zombie. Now, is this... It is above. Both of them are above, so we will go up the stairs. I do not know what tells me these things. But I will trust my gut. Oh, he wants to kill all of them. Alright. Is it down this way? Or up this way? We go further up. Let's look at the map. Yes. This is the right way to go. Listen to that. Should have known they were right around the corner. So many of them. Sorry, zombie. I wish I could dispatch you more quickly, so you would not suffer. see another blue book, and this one is flying. Oh my. Such magic. Summoning rituals of the Archmage. It is blank.
Well done. I am Shalador, young one, and I think you'll do nicely. Return that book to Velost. Tell her fire will show her the words.
Fire. Well, Shalador knows Velost. I think we have but one more to collect. I thought I heard you coming through the water at me. One more book. The Hidden Twilight. The city of ink seeds rose from the desert, shining and decadent. Somehow it still stood. I crossed through the gate, and the beast knew exactly where to take me, the way worn by beggars and poets, the only place a man of my appetites can find satisfaction. I'm not proud, but then nobody ever is. Cryptic again. I would like to know how these books end. Well, I have found all the books and will return to Velost. But I'm gonna have to do that next time because I am out of time for tonight. So hopefully I will see you next Tuesday